Um, I'm really hoping that this is true. I'm really hoping that the trade-off for having crippling anxiety my entire life is that at the very end, when the check finally comes due, I won't freak out about it. I'll just be totally accepting and sober and calm about it. You know, do you think that's the trade-off, maybe? Because, like, and if that is the case,
in a way, you've been training your whole life for that moment.
if that is the case, would you trade it for a life of no fear? Just like not being like me, not walking around every second of your life with the bone deep, certainty, knowledge, call it whatever you want, that you will die and it will be painful. Like you could go your whole life not thinking about that, but the last 10 minutes or so are really, really unpleasant. Would you rather have that or what you have now, which is constant fear all the time?
But the smoothest exit.
But at the very end, yes.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, bro, is like you gotta wait. You have to weigh out like what you know, right? Which is the same for me, man. It's like just walking around every single day, like feeling like I'm living like I'm living on the outside of my skin, like I'm inside out, just like afraid of everything, versus what I don't know, which is like the fear of death and being on the precipice, like, is that 10 minutes better or worse than like a lifetime of that, like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I know what I know now, and then this sucks ass, and so I might trade it. I might rather have no fear. I might rather have no fear, but shit in my pants the last 10 minutes or so. And I'm saying this. The worst possible scenario is that it is your whole life. You're scared as fuck. You're terrified. It poisons every single thought, and every time you even try to have joy. You know what I mean? Like that.
Also interactions with people and shit like that.
Yes. But also even that too. And but then the last 10 minutes of your life are also like that, but with the dial turned up to fucking what else?
Yo, but bro, like, what if
all your life you're like, oh no, and then the last 10 minutes you're like, no,
like just fucking do. But hold up, what if like, all right, so like I think that like DMT, like it's produced naturally in your body, like during incredibly traumatic, stressful, like physical, like circumstances, like when you're born, right, and when you die, right. So like, what if and also the idea that like when you die, like you like the I mean, nobody's ever talked about this, but this idea, I guess, that you live out, you see your whole life flashing before your eyes, right? And that 1 second that you're dying could be an entire lifetime. Like, what if you just get like your conscious just gets looped in that shit, man?
Oh,
so it's like
that's true. No. You're telling me at the end you have a series of memory flashbacks, each of which lasts about as long as a lifetime.
It could possibly last like, I mean, dude, when you're dead and your brain cells aren't functioning anymore, like there's no electrical activity. I mean, I guess that's when it's done, but you wouldn't even know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
This was not in the brochure. I
didn't sign up for this.
Well, you know how like you have a dream and like to you it lasted all night long and it was like this long drawn out narrative, but the research actually shows dreams only last a few seconds.
Yeah,
actuality. But I can remember with remarkable accuracy, like whole things, stories that played out in my head that I can recount and that take me longer to tell than the actual dream. It's like they're not as long as we think like they are. It is kind of like, like growing up in church, I always heard that like a day is like 1,000 years with the Lord. I wonder if that's kind of like what our dreams are like, like we get these whole stories, but somehow they're like, abridged to fit in like just a couple of minutes span, then we move on to the next thing.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, there was that kid, Colton Burpo, who died.
Burpo?
Yeah, you remember Colton Burpo? He died